Hey everybody, welcome to COVID Kitchen, where we attempt new, tasty, hopefully healthy recipes during COVID lockdown. And tonight we're going to be making some Portobello burgers. We've got some really delicious looking Portobello mushrooms, well, for those that like the fungus. For those that don't, yeah, they probably look disgusting, but that's besides the point. We're going to be working with these guys tonight. We're going to be trying to make some tasty burgers out of them. We're going to marinate them for a little bit, and then we're going to put them on our friend here, the smokeless indoor grill, which I use sometimes, and is definitely not totally smokeless, but we'll see how it works. And you'll get a look at what we do when we're using it. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that we got to do is we got to do our marinade. We've got 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, a tablespoon of olive oil, another tablespoon of the soy sauce, and we put in a bunch of rosemary, and then added in a teaspoon and a half of the Montreal steak seasoning. We've got that whisked up in a bowl, and now we're just kind of gonna put our mushroom caps right in there, kind of nestle them in, get them a little bit coated, flop them around in there. Really mess them up. Make sure that they're nice and coated with the marinade. I'm gonna spoon some in there, just get it all in nooks and crannies, all up in the gills, and just make sure that they're gonna settle in on this. Now they're gonna sit here at room temperature for about 25 minutes, and I'm just gonna flip them over here and there, but I'm gonna be doing other things while they sit. So we got another 25 minutes before we have to get back active with the shrooms. While we're waiting for our mushrooms to marinate, I'm going to prepare a potato for some French fries. We're going to toss it with a little bit of garlic, and then add a little bit of Parmesan at the end to kind of make things a little bit more interesting. But nothing goes better with a burger than a little bit of French fry action. Okay, the fries are cut, and they look pretty nice as far as the size goes. We're going to put them they're just going to drizzle like a teaspoon of olive oil over them, and then add a clove of garlic as well. Just going to try to evenly coat, and then I'm going to get my hands a little bit dirty here and kind of move them around, mix them in together. We're trying to coat them as evenly as possible, trying to make it look good while we heat up the oven, and they're going to go into the oven for about 20 minutes, and they should smell up the kitchen really nice and be a lovely complement to the Portobello burgers that we're going to be making. So looking forward to that. So as you can see, the smokeless grill here is all heated up. It's what you see. You see the red light from inside. It's some kind of a UV ray that is going to heat up the grill and cook the burgers. It always seems to depend. It's random how quickly these things cook. Meat seems to cook a little bit faster than vegetables for some reason, and I haven't tried Portobello burgers, so this will be the first time that I do that, and I really have absolutely no idea how long these are going to take. Ideally, on a regular grill on the outside, the recipe suggests 7 minutes each side on medium heat, but the smokeless grill here only has one temperature, and not really sure how long it's going to take. It could take upwards to 20-30 minutes before this thing is ready, but we'll see. We'll do our best and do our best. So we're about 5 minutes in. I just flipped these guys for the first time, and I'm putting a little bit of the marinade on them, basting it a little bit, and that's what you're supposed to do periodically. Just flip them and baste them. And I can't say I'm smelling too much yet, so that probably means they haven't started cooking a whole lot. And as I said, it's kind of random how these guys like to cook on the smokeless grill. And hopefully it'll pick up steam here soon enough. As we've been waiting for those guys to cook, we've also been getting our toppings ready. And here in the COVID kitchen, we always like to be a little bit extra. So we've got some lovely Swiss cheese, which we're going to put on the mushrooms towards the end when they really start to cook. And we're just going to melt them up a little bit. We got some red onions, which also we're going to cook. Tomato. We have a beautiful looking avocado for a change. I rarely get one that is as green as that. That is really very nice. We're going to cut that into some thin slices and put that on the burger as well. We got the Martin's potato rolls and even a little bit of baby spinach. I think we're going to put on those rolls to make sure we get our greens, our vitamins, and all that. So we're looking forward to that when the burgers are closer to being done. We've reached the halfway point on the fries. We've done our best to flip them. They got a little bit stuck to the pan, unfortunately. Maybe I didn't use enough oil, but most of them still look okay. We flipped them over as best we can, kind of moved them around a little bit, and now they're going to go back into the oven for another 10 minutes. So 10 minutes, and then rotate them a little bit, and then another 10 minutes. As far as the portobellos go, still not smelling a whole lot over here. I'm hoping in the next 10 minutes there'll be some action, and then we can get the burgers and the fries done right around the same time. That would just be delightful. Okay, so I'm getting very excited here. We're about 3 minutes away from the fries being done, and the burgers are getting those lovely char marks, and the smell is really coming off them. And it's definitely cooking, and it looks like we got the timing just right, so I'm very happy about that. It really picked up a notch here in the last few minutes. As you can see, the onions as well look just about ready, and I'm going to start maybe even slapping the Swiss cheese now on the burgers, get them melted, hopefully melted nicely, for in time for when the fries are finished. We can put it all together and plate it, and it'll be really pretty. So, ding, fries are done. We're going to add a little bit of chopped parsley to these guys. Throw those guys right on there, and we're also going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese to kind of hopefully spice things up a little bit as well. And that should go rather nicely. We're going to mix them up and then plate these guys with the burger, and it's going to be, I think the way it smells and the way it looks, I think it should be a great meal. So we're all done, and we have a lovely meal here. We got some fries, and we've tricked out the burger with the tomato and the spinach and the onion and the avocado, and we're gonna put it together now. Oh yes, and that's good stuff. That's good stuff, and we're gonna see how it tastes. It is actually juicy and delicious, and the marinade comes through. I am tasting that rosemary. I'm tasting the balsamic. A culinary success from the COVID kitchen. Thanks.